Hey, startup company. My first game kind of ran into the ground due to mismanagement, so I just started my second game of this software, and my market valuation froze at 1.54 million. I'm trying to do a rush of my website, Renaissance Musings, and under features, Qt Framework, I wanted to skip straight to Qt Framework 3, and that's got a license cost of $780,000, and I'm running down to the wire, and I needed that valuation to continue going up. I have subscriptions. I had 4 active ad revenues that weren't defraying the cost of salaries and stuff. And if I want to take out a loan, my market valuation needs to be, the best loan right here needs to be 2 million. So it kind of froze my system up, and I didn't need to get this much headache from it. But it's no big deal. I'll accommodate whatever. Maybe I'll see what happens when it reaches 0 and she forces me to take out a loan. Maybe if I take out 2 loans, I'll be able to do it. 2 loans, but this one has really bad interest. This is unrealistic. If you consult with a banker, they'll tell you that loans for businesses have much lower interest than loans for residential homeowners and stuff like that. And for like about a $250,000-$300,000 loan, you can expect to pay 6% fixed interest over a 30-year period. But this is only for 1 year, so it should be even lower than 6%. That's really frustrating to have to deal with mathematical software virtualizations this cutthroat. But I'm doing well. Check my inventory. I've got a lot of spare parts now since I'm waiting on an upgrade, and I've also got a better idea of how this sales executives work. So I was able to monitor my it's gone now. I switched it out for subscriptions, which aren't as profitable. But I'm just wondering, with the features, I'll get to it this way since that's broken. It won't let me see the features before I implement, if I don't have a spare spot. Like banner ads and video ads should be a different revenue from the sales executives. For example, it's $370 per 1,000 impressions for a text ad, and only $5.55 per 1,000 impressions for an image ad, for a banner ad. And the banner ads are far more annoying to our users, so it should be more than 50% more. It should be a lot more. And video ads, those aren't going to bring us any happy people unless they're really creative and interesting. So it should be a lot higher too. And considering the hosting is another issue. Perhaps you could implement a local host or a remote host. If we locally host the advertisements and store the advertisements on our servers, then that video ad is going to take up a lot of bandwidth. So we need to account for the cost that our system admin has to implement to get those video ads running. So it takes a lot of bandwidth to do that kind of stuff, and we don't want to allow off-site hosting, because then they could swap the ad out from underneath you and put in something potentially dangerous, and we're after safety. So we'd prefer to host our ads locally. We would also prefer if we got paid more for them, because 1,000 people watching a video is gonna really increase awareness and click through and sales and all this stuff. So we want to make sure we're getting video ads, and we want to make sure also that we're getting video ads for real products and not our competitors. Because if we advertise for our competitors, that'll drive people away. So socialize me. Where's that? That's number 19 on the list. That's pretty high. And we're sitting down here after all this work at number 41 with a valuation that's not increasing. So we're doing everything right. We just have some problems with how the system works financially, and we have some problems with bottlenecking still, even after getting our employee CEO type from accountant to manager or business person or whatever it was. I don't remember. I love these names though. They're so funny. I'm thinking about adopting Zero Zone for myself. That's funny because my handle is Zero. Literally it's Z0, but that's pretty cool. So I also have a Facebook account, also known as Friendbook. I have a YouTube account, also known as The Tube. I have an Instagram. They call it in this Latergram. Twitter is Jitter. Netflix is NetTix. Twitch is Quitch. eBay is eBay. They switch it to like baby, like your girlfriend or something. Maybe that's how you buy Russian brides. Snapchat is, you should make it Dab Chat, because that's all those idiots ever do, is that little dabbing fad. I tried Snapchat. I hate it. It should be Snapchat, because it's all a bunch of shit. It was like no upload ability whatsoever. It was just being brainwashed by C-list actors and stuff and musicians. Reddit, Read It, Hulu, Tulu, LimeWire, Lime Video. I don't know what Punchbox TV is. Alibaba, Alitada, Meetup, Meety Me, Blue Book, Green Book. Napster, Clipster. Oh, I also found a typo. She had a typo in a couple of messages back. She said have instead of had. Mega Cafe, that's what, like Cafe Press? Movie Phone, Movie Times. Open Door, Closed Door. Very funny stuff. I don't know all of them, and I would be interested to see what they were based off. I know there's a mod out there to make them into real company names, but my sales executives are just soaking up salary here now that we've switched to subscriptions, but I'm keeping them on because they found some good contracts, and I'm gonna see if I can get video ads, because I assume it's not going to impact my bandwidth or take up any additional resources whatsoever outside of satisfaction, which is a design choice, but I'd prefer if it was more realistic that it hosting the more beefy advertisements decreased bandwidth. I have plenty of bandwidth. I'm not worried about that. And so the features I'm starting over on. Video ads takes 2,000 and my research is just crawling even though I trained everybody up to expert. Look how fast that time is going. It should be about, let's calculate our research points per day. That's 325 plus 23, that's 48, plus 29, that's 77, plus 16, that's 92, plus 18, that's I should be getting 110 research points per day, and it's not really adding up to that. I've been stuck at this total around 1,200 for a few days now, and I'm running out of money, so that was kind of frustrating. Also, this developer, I've started on making interface modules and front-end modules in apprehension of what's gonna happen when I try upgrading my features, but they weren't really tallying up to the full totals I expect. So maybe our front end is full of idiots and those guys are breaking all our parts. We should train our clients on how to use software on computers and smartphones so it doesn't happen. Anyway, I'm really pleased with this game so far. Just so much potential. That's it. Bye bye.